Thus, Enki had created a fire that did not only come from the universe around him, but was created directly from the womb of the Ka, the mother goddess. Thus, this fire had divine origins. By separating this fire and mixing the molecules together in a way only a very skilled Kadistu could do, Enki created mind and personality, and all this could be embedded into this new, sexual version of humankind. This fire had the same origin as that of the Namliu, whose genes he also used to create the vessels for this powerful fire. Each fire, stemming from its own oversoul of fire, was then split into many fragments, each one as big and powerful as the other. It was like having a lit torch, and then using it to light up another torch. Once the fire takes on, it's still as powerful as the fire of the first torch. Because of the manner in which Enlil and his hisSirian team had locked the planet into 3D and linear time, Enki spread these fire fragments out over the vistas of time, so each fire could have more than one experience. Enki knew that each vessel would die in a certain amount of years and the fire would leave the body and be recycled, but by also being fragmented over a long time period, the Oversoul, the real you, would have a greater experience, was Enki's thoughts. This was Enki's experiment, which I want to call Project Elohim from here on. Only problem was that the Oversoul is waiting, but almost no fragments are reporting back to her, because her fragments are stuck here. It's like having a huge mother fish in one aquarium and putting all its baby fish in another. When the baby fish grow up and die, they can't go back to the mother fish, assuming that was the purpose, because the walls of the aquarium are in the way. Sometimes a fire fragment or two slip through the grid and can return to the Oversoul, but it's rare. Most fragments go back into the light, the tunnel, get implanted with amnesia and false memories and get shot down to Earth in a new body again. Now, however, during the nanosecond of 1987 to 2012, we have the chance to heal along the lines of time, like I described in the solution section of Level 1, and that will eventually be the end of recycling/reincarnation. Once a fire fragment gets it and can escape after body death, the grip of the hisSirian overlords can't keep her trapped anymore. She is free to return, and if she has worked on herself spiritually, she can bring the other fragments with her, or let them complete their cycle. Once all soul fragments have reported back to the Oversoul, the being is whole again and can continue her journey by doing whatever she wants. This is why it is so important to work on our own spiritual growth and healing, or we'll not be able to complete the cycle at this time. What Enki apparently didn't think about when he spread out the fire fragments of the Oversouls was that the fragments would be stuck here and recycled and not able to reconnect with its higher self, due to the hisSirian entrapment. It often seems like Enki was sometimes only thinking in the moment, without first checking out the consequences of his actions. An explanation to why this happened could be because here on Earth it was harder to reach out across the dimensions, like both Aryans and hisSirians were used to do. This being due to the heavy density Earth was embedded into, and even the gods were trapped here due to Enlil's grid and the closing down of the stargates. But with a little effort he could have done it and seen that his creation was bound to go through a whole lot of suffering on many levels before they could set themselves free, if ever.